Hey, Laura Lynn, I wanted to answer the question that you asked me via Messenger. What about the implications of possibly being associated with the Black Lives Matter organization? I first want to say that I thank you for asking the question because I've heard it from a lot of people, and I think simply my answer would be I think we have to separate the organization, as Christians, from the slogan, and that when people of goodwill agree on something, which I do think the organization and Christianity should agree that Black lives do matter. It is part of our job as people who redeem to invade spaces where we may not have the full agreement, but invading it with the power of the gospel and allowing people to see the witness of what we see in the world. And furthermore, I think that the movement, while co opting the statement Black Lives Matter, I think the idea of human rights and the idea of Black Lives Mattering precedes the movement and its statements and its reasons for why. And I'm going to show you very simply one passage that kind of illustrates that. Hold on. I've got your post up and I want to show you. Yes, this is what I want to show you. Here in Genesis 1 and 26, he'll say, Then God said, Let us make man in our image. Rather, let them have dominion over the fish of the sea and over the birds of the heavens and over the livestock and over all the earth and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth. Then he said, So then God created man in his image. So that when we say Black Lives Matter as a Christian, we are referring to the ancient doctrine of Imago Dei, that we have been created in the image of God and as a consequence should be accorded full dignity that comes from being created in the image of God. And so Black lives should and do matter. And it might go against the cultural context of being born in Western civilization and being born with class and race structure. And so that we as Christians can confidently say that Black lives matter because God has created Black lives in the image of God. And so that we uh, find our foundation not in the principles of the organization BLM. We find our foundation on even higher principles. The principle that every life is created in the image of God. I want to thank you for just listening for this moment, but I wanted to make sure I answered your question and gave you a response to that question that was so eloquently put to me. And so hopefully this starts a dialogue, conversation. Thank you for your time. All right. Take care.